This is Danny with Travel with D&D. We thank you for joining us and spending time with us. For those of you who have subscribed to us, we appreciate you coming and visiting us again and subscribing. For those of you who have not, please do subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And it'll give you a notification of new adventures that we go through. So we're about to share one with you now, and I'm going to let Danny take it on first.
Yeah, so we arrived in Puntarenas, Costa Rica, and we booked a ship excursion with Holland America because it was a very long drive to get there, to get to San Jose, and it was called San Jose and a Gourmet Lunch. And when we did get there, we went to the National Museum of Costa Rica, and this is a museum that was built in 1917, but it was actually a military base. Many of you may not know, I didn't know myself, Costa Rica does not have a military anymore, but back then this is where the soldiers stayed at this base, and then later they used it in the Costa Rica Civil War of 1948.
So this is the original military base, I guess.
And then in 1950, it became the National Museum of Costa Rica, where they hold many historical documents and historical artifacts and things about the things that Costa Rica as a country has gone through.
It was beautiful. I mean, it had all the artifacts inside. It was a circular building, so inside was the gardens area. But they had ways to look out, and around you was all volcanic mountains, which was really cool. But going through the museum and learning about that was very interesting to see, and they're very proud people. We went into the gardens afterwards, and it was stunning. All the vegetation and the flowers and the spheres, which they ancient ancestral people find to be very prestigious. It's very sacred to them, the sphere.
We walked to the park. What did you think of the park?
I liked the park. The park had many different sculptures and things to look at, and they had bronze busts around, and there was a lot to look at. But we were going because we were late we were late getting there, so we wanted to get to lunch. A lot of us were getting hungry too.
What was that called? The beekeepers, or?
Yeah, the beekeepers. When they had beekeepers and butterfly keepers, and they actually built them so that it would help with the ecosystem. So it was really a beautiful park. It really was.
Yeah, the next part of our excursion was we went to a 5-star restaurant called Silvestri's, and we had lunch there. It was a wonderful lunch. Very quaint building inside. What did you think of Silvestri's?
Well, when we walked up, they had the wrought iron gate type thing, door and marble flooring, and it was an older building for sure. And everything that was inside, it was supposed to be a 5-star lunch, and we had a great time. So I think I had beef, and everything was very good. The service was very good. It was beautiful inside. You just felt like you were getting the full feel of Costa Rica, really. I thought it was pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, after we had lunch, we then got back in the bus, and we went to a chocolate shop because you got to do chocolate in Costa Rica, and we went to Cibo's chocolate shop.
Very unique chocolatier, and had some hot chocolate too, which was odd. But
we enjoyed the chocolate that they gave us there, and then we got back in the bus, and we headed back to the ship. There was a traffic accident, as we knew that this was a very long drive out there and a very long drive back, and we were a couple hours late coming back, and had we been on our own excursion, the ship would have left us. So in this case, they have to hold the ship for you. So when in doubt, we stay with the ship, you know, because
There was other excursions that Holland had there, and they were also late because of the same accident. So we were grateful, and so were they, to be able to make the ship.
So next week, we'll talk to you guys about the full transit through the Panama Canal. We had never done a full transit before. We had only done a partial transit from the Caribbean side. So we'll be talking to you about that next week, going through the full Panama Canal, and then we'll move on to Colombia after that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Don't forget, subscribe and thumbs up.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.